something related to requirements of design of a column. That means the design requirements is said by IS code. What is the minimum percentage of steel, maximum percentage of steel, and how many number of bars, minimum number of bars should be provided, and what is the minimum diameter of bar, and what will be the maximum spacing between two adjacent bars. Coming to lateral ties, minimum lateral tie should be, diameter of lateral tie should be either 6 or 1/4 of diameter of largest bar, whichever is maximum. And pitch value, pitch means the spacing of two adjacent lateral ties. So the least of these three, it should be the least of these three. Least lateral dimension 16 times of smallest longitudinal bar diameter, 300 In the same way, we have such details for helical reinforcement also. And coming to cover, we have to provide a minimum of 40 cover for columns. Okay, and for what we have studied for beams and slabs is nearly 25 to 30 right? But for columns it is 40 Why? Because columns are directly exposed to atmosphere, right? Beams are not exposed. Slabs are also not exposed. Why? Because slabs cover will be at the bottom and it will be inside the building. So that's why even a 25 cover is sufficient to resist weathering actions. But coming to column faces are subjected to direct atmospheric conditions. They will be situated outside the building. Some faces will be inside and some will be embedded in the wall, but one of the face will be exposed to atmosphere, right? That's why there will be a more chance of corrosion of the steel whenever it is subjected to direct attack. That's why cover will be somewhat higher. Now for this case, the cover is 40 Now by using all these details, let us go with the design of column. Now coming to, before starting off with design of column, let me tell you what you mean by design of column. What we are going to do by means of designing a column. So see here, in design of column, what we are going to do is, just a moment. So always we have to design the columns for factored loads. That's why check whether the given load is factored load or working load. Okay. If P is considered as working load, then if P is given, then you have to find out PU. How to find PU? Working load multiplied by factor of safety. The factor of safety for loads is 1.5. You know that, right? If this value is directly given in the question, then no need to do this calculation again. If the given load is factored, you can go ahead with the next step. If it is given as working load, then convert that into factored load by multiplying 1.5. That is your first step. Then second step is, listen, here we have to find out two parameters. One is the dimensions of the column. That means indirectly what I am saying is you have to find out gross area, AG. Okay, gross area of the column, that means outer dimensions of the column you have to determine. That is the first thing. Second thing is you have to find ASC, area of steel in compression. This you have to determine, and ties we have to determine. These are the things we have to find. So as two unknown parameters are there, what we have to do is first assume one thing. Assume how much quantity of steel is required in the initial stage itself. Let me tell you the beam procedure. What we have done in beam procedure is we have assumed the dimensions. We have assumed the dimensions. Width assume చేసుకున్నాం, ఎంత support ఎంత ఉందో అంతే పెట్టాం. Depth కూడా assume చేసుకున్నాం, ఎంత assume చేసుకున్నాం, it depends on the support conditions, L by 25 or L by 30. It depends on the support conditions we have assumed. Ante out of two unknown parameters, if you assume one thing, you can determine the second thing. That is the way we are doing. Here in the column, what we are going to do is we will assume percentage of steel, not dimensions. We will assume the percentage of steel. How much percentage of steel we have to provide, that will assume in the starting stage. Based on that, you will get the dimensions of the column in the next further calculation. Okay. Now the question is, how much percentage of steel we have to assume? The second step is assume percentage of steel. Okay, percentage of steel we have to assume. On what basis we have to assume this? We know that minimum percentage of steel is 0.8% of gross area. This is minimum. Maximum is 6% of gross area. In any column which is to be constructed in India, you have to follow IS 456 code. But that code is saying that the minimum reinforcement must be greater than 0.8% of grass area, and it should not be greater than 6% of grass area. This is the condition. You can select any percentage in between these two. Okay. For example, if I consider 1% of steel, okay, if I assume 1% of steel, you will get certain dimensions of concrete. Okay. And if somebody assumes 2% of steel, okay, somebody assumes 2% of steel. Now what will happen? As the steel quantity is increased with respect to first assumption, the size of the column will reduce. Meeku starting lo necessity of steel gurinchi cheppanu. Even though concrete is strong in compression, why we are providing steel? I have said the reason. The reason, only one reason is, if you provide steel, the steel itself will take some portion of load. That's why concrete area can be reduced. అదేనా చెప్పింది. సో ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ కేసులో 1% అని చెప్పాం, సెకండ్ కేసులో 2% అని చెప్పాం. సో వాట్ ఇట్ మీన్స్, ఇఫ్ యూ take 2% of steel instead of 1, you will get less dimensions of concrete. Requirement of concrete will be reduced. As steel is provided more, requirement of concrete will be reduced. So let us assume one person is designed with 1% of steel and some other person designed with 2% of steel. Both are correct only. Both columns are safe only. But if you check the dimensions of the concrete, that means if you check the dimensions of the column, the person who got selected 1% of steel will get more dimensions of concrete or more dimensions of column compared to 2%. That is what I would like to say. If you select more percentage of steel, concrete area will reduce. If you select less percentage of steel, concrete area will reduce. Okay. If you once observe the column dimensions in our classrooms, observe, try to imagine the column dimensions in our classroom. It will be very, very huge, nearly 1.5 meter, not 1.5, a half meter length is there. I'm not saying height of the column, I'm saying the length. That means one of the cross-sectional dimension. Manaki godaloki oka 230 to 300 mm already embedded into that. Manak kanapadadu. Malli classroom loki oka 300 to 350 mm malli lopalki project ayindi. In our classrooms, if you observe, all the columns are not embedded in the wall. Wall loki ledu. Wall nunchi bayataku vachinayi columns anni classroom lopalki. The dimensions are very, very huge. Why? Because the only one reason is the steel quantity provided in the column is less. Less that doesn't means 0.8 kante takku undani kaadu. Instead of providing more steel, they have provided more concrete. Okay. I will tell you why they have provided like that. What is the main reason? And one important thing you have to understand is, in practice, even though the condition of the code is 0.8 to 6%, in practice, many columns will be designed with a percentage of 1 to 2%. Even the code is allowing up to 6%, many columns will be designed for 1 to 2% of steel itself. The main reason is cost of steel is very high compared to cost of concrete. That's it. Very simple reason. The unit price of a steel is very, very high compared to unit price of concrete. That's why every client or every owner will try to spend less money, right? For the completion of construction, they will try to spend less money. That's why if you construct large column with less quantity of steel, it will be safe, but it will give economical design. That's why they will try to take less percentage of steel with more area of concrete. And one thing, if there is a client who will have a problem with the dimensions of column, అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ కాలేజ్ తీసుకోండి ఎగ్జాంపుల్కి, కాలమ్స్ మీ క్లాస్ రూమ్లో ప్రొజెక్ట్ అయినాయి కదా. నౌ ద ఓనర్ ఈజ్ థింకింగ్ దట్ నో కాలమ్ షుడ్ బి ప్రొజెక్టెడ్ ఇన్సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద బిల్డింగ్. అన్ని గోడలోకి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి, గోడ ఎంత థిక్నెస్ ఉందో అంత థిక్నెస్సే ఉండాలి, కాలమ్స్ లోపలికి ఒక్కటి కూడా రాకూడదు, ఏదున్నా గోడలోనే ఎంబెడ్ అయిపోవాలి. ఇఫ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద కేస్, వాట్ డిజైనర్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ? ఓనర్ చెప్తాడు, ఓనర్ చెప్పింది అంటే సరిపోదు కదా, డిజైనర్ చేయాలి అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్. వాట్ ద డిజైనర్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ? సింప్లీ డైమెన్షన్ రెడ్యూస్ చేసి సరిపోదు. ద డిజైనర్ హ్యాస్ టు చెక్ ద సేఫ్టీ by increasing the percentage of steel. By increasing the percentage of steel, what will happen? The area of the concrete will reduce so that it will embed in the wall itself. వాల్ లోపలే సెట్ అయిపోతుంది, వాల్ నుంచి బయటకు ప్రొజెక్ట్ అవ్వకుండా అంత పెద్ద డైమెన్షన్స్ రాకుండా ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, సో హియర్ వాట్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు సే ఇస్, ఇఫ్ యూ సెలెక్ట్ more percentage of steel in the second step, you will get less dimensions at the end, less dimensions of column at the end. If you select less quantity of steel in the second step, you will get more area for the column at the end. Okay, just be online, just a minute. By means of this, we have to assume some percentage of steel here. And next step is, we know the formula for load carrying capacity of a column, load carrying capacity of axially loaded column. Okay, in that you just substitute all the parameters, area of concrete, area of steel, and so on. There you will get the unknown parameter called gross area of column. Okay, that is the main step we have to do. So we'll do step-by-step procedure in the next problem. There you can easily understood. Okay, and before that, one more important thing I would like to tell is, for a column there are 4 bars. For example, there are 4 bars of some 20 mm diameter. 300 by 300 is the area of column. Okay, let us assume simply 300 by 300 is the dimensions of the column, and there are 4 bars of 20 mm diameter. Now in this, gross area stands for 300 by 300. This is gross area. Okay, width into depth, this is called gross area. Now what is area of a steel? ASC. This is, as we have 4 number of bars, 4 into, what is the area of each bar? Pi by 4, 20 square. This is the area of steel. Okay, now how to find area of concrete? That means the remaining portion, this portion is called area of concrete. So gross area minus area of steel, this gives rise to area of concrete. Okay, this is the very simple understanding you have to do. Gross area means outer dimension by outer dimension, and if it is a circular one with a 300 mm diameter, the gross area will become pi by 4, 300 square. Okay, so ASC stands for area of steel in compression. Based on number of bars and diameter bar, you can easily determine. And finally, this is very important, how to find concrete area, only concrete, by removing steel, only concrete area. Out of gross area, subtract area of steel, so that you can easily find area of concrete. Let us go to the main problem, design problem. Column designs are very easy. Okay, so compared to beams and the next coming 5th chapters, your 4th chapter, column designs are somewhat easy and shorter also. So let us see the first one. Design a short column, square in section, to carry an axial load of 1200 kilonewtons using M20 grade concrete and Fe 415 grade steel. See here, this question is very, very important. Which details they are giving? They are giving that The shape of the column is a square. That means you have no choice to select the shape of the column. Okay. You cannot select a rectangular or you cannot decide it as a circular. They have clearly mentioned it should be a square column only. And there is an axial load of 1200 kilonewtons. To resist this load, by using M20 grade concrete and Fe415 grade steel, how you will design? That is what the problem is. Okay. Now in the question they have not mentioned this 1200 is whether it is a working load or factored load. So it is up to our view only. We can select as per our view. If you assume this as factored, you can go ahead with the same 1200. If you assume this as working load, convert into factored load. So I will assume this as working so that I will find factored load here. See here, factored load is equal to 1.5 times of given working load, which is 1200. So we got 1800 kilonewtons, which is in terms of newtons, 1800 into 10 cube newtons. And you people know that whenever you are substituting anything in an equation, everything must be in same units. Okay, that's why I'm writing in newtons here. Just 1 minute, be online.
Hey Venkat, mic off Chira.
All boys, you just mute your audio and unmute, switch on your videos. Videos under offload nine. Virat 3, Anil, switch on your video. So here, after calculation of factored load, now the second step is assume some percentage of steel. Here I have assumed 1% of steel. There is no rule to assume only 1%. You can assume 1.5 or 2 or 3. That's your wish. Up to what? You cannot assume percentage of steel less than 0.8 and you cannot assume percentage of steel greater than 6%. Okay, remember this. So better to select a range from 1 to 2%. This is a practical percentage. If you check in reality, no column is designed for more than 3%. Even though it is heavily loaded, they will increase the size of the column, but not increase the percentage of steel because of cost efficiency. Okay. So better to design with a less percentage of steel so that the column construction will be economical. Then only we are called as engineers. If you construct a building with 200 rupees instead of 100 rupees, 200 and comedy anukokandi, just I'm saying example. If you construct a building with 20 lakhs instead of 15 lakhs, you are not called as engineer. Okay. If you are economic, you are an engineer only if it is constructed with the less possible amount. Okay. So that's why better to assume less percentage of steel. Assume 1% of steel. That means, what do you mean by ASC? 1 by 100. 1% means 1 by 100 of AG, gross area, which is equal to 0.01 times of AG. And what is area of concrete? Just now I said, if you know percentage of steel, then it is area of steel. You can easily find out area of concrete by subtracting from gross area. So gross area minus area of steel and compression. So AG minus, substitute this value, 0.01 times of AG. So what you will get is 0.99 AG. Simple language. If there is 1% of steel in a concrete column, what will be the remaining 99%? It will be concrete only, right? Simple logic. If you assume 1% of gross area as a steel, then remaining 99% will be your concrete only. The same thing we have determined here. 99% of AG. Next, we know that the load carrying capacity of a column is given by, this is the formula given in the code also, I have said in the design requirements. So PU is equal to 40% of FCK into AC plus 67% of FI into ASC. Here AC stands for area of concrete, ASC stands for area of steel. So these two parameters, here some page is missed. Yes, just wait a minute. A page is missed here. Substitution of all these values are also there. Okay, just 1 minute, be online. I will add that one.